Well, and we just have some time for this one. Representative Ken Buck is the new leader of the Colorado Republican Party after his victory in the fourth round of voting. Buck stated, "We will hold our heads proud and high as we let the world know this is not a blue state." Do you think, Ed, there's any chance that we're not a blue state and that Ken Buck's going to turn this around for the Republicans?
Absolutely. I do think there's a chance we're not a blue state. I think a lot of people still refer to us as a purple state. And I think in a year in which Donald Trump is not the standard bearer for the Republican Party, suburban voters in particular are going to look more favorably upon the Republican Party. Now, is Ken Buck the guy to turn it around? He is a big name. He will probably help with fundraising. He's not going to go after the moderate candidates that Republicans may need to win back some of these swing state house districts. So it's yet to be seen what his influence will be in 2020, but clearly Republicans wanted the big name, and they got him for that.
Sitting Congressman, Natasha, can he turn things around?
Possibly. It's important to note, too, though, that he has a pretty fierce competitor on the other side. Last month, the Democrats reelected Morgan Carroll into that position. She's coming off of major wins. Plus, she's someone who's quite familiar with the way campaigning in Colorado can go both poorly and well. So that'll be interesting, but neither of them represent a huge portion of Colorado voters, the independents. And of course, the independents are not going to have a party chair, but they're the ones who will decide a big chunk of the next elections.
John, you've always had interesting opinions on the Colorado Republican Party.
So Ken says we're not a blue state. I've been friends with Ken for a long time. I had no idea he was colorblind. This is a blue state. He will have a positive impact on the party. He will bring more money in. He'll bring in good management. But that's just one small slice of this. We keep talking about party politics as if they really matter. They have a role to play in the entire infrastructure of politics in which the left dominates in this state and which conservatives still think that politicians, not institutions, make the difference.
Eric, can the Republicans make a comeback?
It's going to be a long road, and they first have to decide they want to travel that road, that the real agenda is to win elections and be a governing party and win elections in November and not just conduct holy war in primary season. I think the Republican motto for so long in the state has been, or maybe it's not a motto, it's a strategy in a card game. You double down, and then you double down, and then you double down again. And they always double down on just reinforcing and reinvigorating that base. The base is not a governing base in this state. It hasn't been for a number of years. And the party first has to do a psychological shift and say, we're ready to broaden the tent somewhat and understand that elections are won in the center.
We're not allowing women in, whatever you're saying. Let's make that clear.
Exactly.
Well, that's going to really solve the problems for the Republicans.